I'm Cecilia. I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in June, my sister and I were in Glasgow for a long weekend, and we headed back from Glasgow to London via Edinburgh on the train, and then went for a walk together, and in the evening I went for a different walk on my own. So basically spent a lot of time walking around London and having a very nice time. Good morning. My sister and I are in Glasgow and we're just packing up back to London very soon. We have to catch the train at 9:30 and it's now 9 o'clock. The train station is right next door. But yeah, gonna finish packing and then that's a train to Edinburgh and we'll change there and then on to London. So yeah, had a really lovely time in Glasgow. I'm kind of sad to leave, but also it was sort of perfect. Don't want to have it not be perfect. So yeah, I am just going to see if we can find somewhere to buy coffee/hot chocolate before we get on the train. So I'll try and pack up quickly, and if there's time, that's what I'll do next. Fue tan simpático. This cafe is called Off the Rails and it's right next to the train station, so I got a hot chocolate before we went to the train. Bonita na verdade, né? First of two trains back to London. From Glasgow Queen Street it took 52 minutes to Edinburgh Waverley. We had just over half an hour in Edinburgh, so we decided to go and get some coffee for Aurelia. How good is that view? So Aurelia was very upset to find out that the nice coffee shop that she likes near the station has become an Instagram famous spot. So the queue was massive. We're walking somewhere else, but it's kind of perfect. Mini tour of Edinburgh while we're here. And I haven't been in 9 years. I didn't realise, I looked it up earlier. Calling at Morpeth. Come on, kind of cruising Harry Potter. From Edinburgh, the train took 4 hours and 18 minutes back to London King's Cross. It was supposed to take a little bit less, but the train was 22 minutes delayed. chocolate donut. Everything paranoid inside of it. Back at King's Cross again, and we decided to go for a walk rather than head straight home, so we just slowly made our way south in the general direction of the Strand. Aurelia is getting us drinks, and hopefully if they still had the last piece, then also some banana bread. We're at Watch House in Somerset House. Really love Somerset House, and of all the cafes that have been here over the years, this is definitely my favourite, so I'm very pleased. See, hidden banana bread.
Hidden banana bread.
Det är så bra. Det är kapusna. Som tão bonitos. Kör também. So nice. Yay! My sister had evening plans with one of her best friends. They were going to go see a classical concert, so we headed towards the bus stop, and while at the bus stop we saw one of the old Routemaster buses that's still in service. Then we got on a new Routemaster bus and saw another Routemaster while sitting on that one. So altogether very good result in terms of buses. It's the last tea cake. Normally I don't really like them. Like, I've had ones from other brands and I always thought they were honestly really bad. These are great. Would definitely have them again. So my sister and her friend have gone to the Royal Albert Hall, and her flatmate until recently has just moved out. Like, literally they went to the Royal Albert Hall for the concert, and then like the flatmate packed up and left after that. There are some crisps left, so I'm going to have the crisps. I've been sitting on the sofa trying to plan a little bit for tomorrow, but it's still light for about an hour, so I'm going to head out in a minute and go for a little walk. Not 100% sure yet, but I'm going to have the crisps and get ready and try and make my mind up. They're really good crisps too. It's kind of chilly at the moment, so all the jackets. I'm gonna go for a walk along the Central Line. So I'm gonna take transport to St Paul's and then walk from there. It's an area that I know quite well. I'm kind of like thinking about doing, like, walking the tube. I'm not committing to it. This is not I'm starting another stupid project. But maybe I'm starting another stupid project. I don't know, we'll see. So anyway, off onto the underground first, and then, I don't know, it'll still be somewhat light by the time I finish, I think. So we'll see how it goes. And I think, hopefully, I can make it to the Knops in or near Seven Dials before they close, which would be really nice because I love Knorps. It's a hot chocolate shop and they are incredible. So yeah. Also, if you're about to tell me that I'm mispronouncing it because it's British, no it isn't, the guy is German, so definitely Knorps, and I asked somebody in the shop, they told me that. Okie dokie, yeah, they close at 10. I think that'll be enough time, fingers crossed. Also, I need to be back here. No, I think that should be okay. Okay, let's give that a go. I need to be back here to let my sister in. So I've got my key, so yeah, gonna leave. Right, St Paul's station, and just going to walk through this little bit to Paternoster Square, because there's always that nice little section where you can see St Paul's all the way up. Obviously it's it's a Sunday evening. This is probably the quietest it ever is around here. So this is the bit that I like. Isn't this great? I love this. So I worked quite close to here for a while, and at one point convinced one of my colleagues to skip lunch in terms of actually getting food, and instead we went to visit St Paul's and went up. You can go all the way up and there's a great view, so that was an excellent lunch break. Right, I'm gonna do this walk now. We'll see how far I get. Oh, there's some sort of little market thing here.
China is an extraordinary country.
Kind of random. Anyway, it's weird walking through here. The offices that used to all be around here are no longer here. A lot of the companies have changed, or stuff is apparently available to rent. Walking to the next tube station now, which is Chancery Lane, which I also spent some time in, not nearly as much as Paternoster Square and surroundings. So yeah, little walk. That's the Old Bailey. The woman up there is Justice, so she's holding that sword and the weighing scales. Almost at Tottenham Court Road station, and I am going to leave the Central Line here and walk south, kind of towards Leicester Square. I might just walk towards Leicester Square first actually, but yeah, there's a Knorps there that stays open until 10, so that's the destination. And it's what time is it now? 20 to 10. So I think that's enough time. But yeah, definitely glad they stay open late. There we are, Tottenham Court Road. I just walked past that screen thing at Tottenham Court Road station, and I'm not sure what I think of it. It seems harmless enough, so I don't really mind it, but people seem quite excited about it, and okay. But yeah, so I just thought I'd stop for a second just to see what kind of style it is, and it went from quite dark to very bright very quickly. The skull behind me basically screamed. That's the Salisbury, that's the first pub, like proper pub, that I ever went to. So good. And I am going to go to an M&S briefly as well, to get a little bit of proper food too. Like, it's ridiculously late to have dinner. I think at this point that's just how it works for me. Got some snacks. Like, I ended up not going for a salad or something like that because they didn't have the really small one that I like with potatoes, and everything else kind of felt like overkill. So carrots and hummus it is, and maybe the yogurt, or maybe that's for tomorrow, we'll see. So I'm nearly at Piccadilly Circus, and I'll catch the tube home after that. Back home, had my carrots and hummus, and my sister and I watched Department Q, which we went through in absolute record time and I really liked. See you next time. Bye.